Well, hello everyone, day 8, Kazakhstan. We're going to the road construction today. We're going to actually see how they're doing paving. Now the big thing we're looking for is variation. We do not want these machines to stop. We want flow all the time. And in the time I was there, in 2 hours, the line stopped 6 times. So we started asking why. Well, because the trucks were not staged correctly and the trucks couldn't back up fast enough to get to the asphalt spreading machine, so the machine had to stop. That created variation. Then they had to reinitiate the whole process again. So we said, how do we change this? So we reorganized the way the trucks were staged, and we were able to take it from 5 minutes to 1 minute just by looking at what was going on. And then we explained to everybody, we said, hey, look at man, we can't stop the line. And we showed them, look at all these machines sitting. We got $2 million worth of machines sitting here. It is completely unacceptable. Everything needs to be working. We have beautiful weather. When we have great weather, we have to be 100% productive. This machine can never stop. So when you explain to people what you're looking for, they understand it. Now we had a defect. I asked why. Well, because the mix was bad. Why was the mix bad? So we went upstream to the asphalt plant to solve the problem there. We're teaching them how to solve problems to the 5 whys, removing all variation. There's just endless amounts of variation to this process. We have to remove these bottlenecks. Everything has to flow.
И все, что нужно было, это только сказать водителям, что мы от них хотим, чтобы они максимально быстро могли сменять друг друга.
So as you can see, we have everything staged. The trucks are ready to pull in the second this guy leaves. We need 100% flow, total utilization, everybody working, nobody waiting. So Dulak gathers his team together and explains to them, we need flow. We cannot have people sitting and waiting. We have to think what's creating the defects, what's creating the problem. We have to make sure all these roadblocks and obstacles and bottlenecks are removed. Look at the material that's been dumped on the side of the road. This is very, very expensive material, and yet we're just discarding it. That's not acceptable.
Wealth is in your waste. They're dumping all the excess asphalt. All the trucks idling, everything sitting, all this machinery idle. Your wealth is in your waste. All this equipment idle.
So I got Alihan, my translator, together, and I had him do a takeout in Russian just to show all the waste that was happening. He did a great job pointing out the wasted material on the ground, pointing out all the trucks being idle and that we had to stop the line 6 times. So this is just a great illustration of one-piece flow. We saw the problem, we immediately produced the video. I actually was able to show this video in the talk I gave in the afternoon, along with 2 or 3 other videos that I made that afternoon. So on top of going around and working with their teams, I was producing videos just in time of Alihan, making sure we didn't waste any time, total utilization on the way we were utilizing our time, and we expect that from everyone else as well. And he did a great job standing in for me and making it happen. Pretty soon, I won't have a job. I think Alihan's going to take over for us. So we're emphasizing that variation is our enemy. We want things to run smooth. The minute we stop and start, go up and down, that's where the waste comes in like crazy. So if we understand how important it is to have smooth operations, flow, no variation, no up and down. If we constantly remove the bottlenecks, the variations will get smaller and smaller and smaller, and we'll achieve exactly what we want.
Another issue is, in Kazakhstan, we have a very short window of good weather. And now we have perfect weather, and we're wasting that weather window too. I'd rather be in the wintertime drinking coffee with my wife, but because we work so inefficiently and we're wasting all this time, we're going to be working out here in the wintertime instead of drinking coffee with the people we love. Are we crazy or what?
On the road to another job site, and the competition has even more machines sitting. Thank God they don't know about Lean. If they learn about Lean, we're in trouble. But we're way ahead of the game. Their guys are coming up with great improvements. Surveying stakes need to be correctly bent back straight. So they came up with a better system rather than pounding it over a block of wood. They got this nice little jig. They put it in there. It straightens every one of them, and it's easy transportable. They can put it in the truck and take it anywhere they want. They came up with great ideas. Now watch this next one. They got to pull the stakes out. Before they rock the stakes back and forth, they bend them. Now they have this pulling device, pulls them out straight every time. So instead of having to even bend the stakes back, now they have straight stakes. It's amazing what they're doing. So this is Kana, and this is their laboratory where they test all their asphalt. Now, He is a lean maniac. He put his entire shop in order. He shadowed everything out, made everything very clear, great visual controls, attended to every last little detail. He has done such a great job on this. I asked him, has it increased his productivity? He said doubled it. He never searches for anything. He doesn't have to look for anything. And then he pulled out his iPhone and showed me these pictures. I said, wow, this was before. That's how big of improvements he's made. He just loves it. He never searches for anything. And I asked him, hey, would you go back to the other way? And watch this smile. Yeah, that's the smile that Lean puts on people's faces. Then we went over to the survey shop and we met Meyran Beck, and look at what he's done. His survey shop is incredible. Every tape measure organized in the exact size, his sledgehammers, his spikes, his surveying spikes. And then I asked him, has this increased your productivity? He said, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Look at the before and after. He pulls out his phone and he shows how unorganized it was and how they struggle to do everything now. Every stake is in order, from the size to the diameter, everything. He's even made his stakes in 10 packs down here. So he needs 10 stakes, he grabs them, they're all ready to go. It's so fast and easy. He's thought about everything. These people have total joy about the way they're doing lean because it makes life so easy for them. They're not struggling to do anything. He needs a tape measure, he gets it. He knows exactly where it is. His surveying tape, everything is set in order. Absolutely everything, including the helmets. So I bring Dulad in. He's the general director of this entire company, and he's looking at these improvements. He's saying these are just amazing. And he asks him, so you're doing this for me? No, you're doing it for yourself because this makes your work easier. This improves your life and the quality of what you do every day. And this is the exciting thing, that Dulad totally understands that. And then I asked Dulad, what is lean? I asked him, what did he think lean is? And he says, lean is your friend, it's not your enemy. This is here to help us do our work more effectively. To see the general director understand at this level and support his people, this is exciting. This is transformation. This is exactly what we're driving for. When the people at the top and at all levels get it, whether you're a surveyor or you're the general director, lean matters.
What do you think of lean? Yeah! Right on.
Then we went over to the alternator shop, and this guy set up this great workbench for testing all the alternators. Very quickly changes them out, can get his job done efficiently, no struggle. He's got everything set up perfectly. He can measure to see whether or not they're working correctly, turns it off, pulls it apart, and he's done. These guys are rocking it on every level, and Dulad is so proud of them. It's so cool. And then about 3 o'clock, I gave a talk to the entire team. They came up, signed some books, took some pictures. Just a great group of people, lots of passion, lots of energy. Dulad gave a closing talk, and remember, we cannot let things sit. This is the big issue today. We saw lots of great improvements. This team is really doing well, but we've got to make sure that when the weather's good, we are working at 100% capacity. Nothing's idle. So needless to say, great people and another productive day. We had a 4-hour drive home. We got home at midnight, but we had a great meal just before we left. Traditional Kazakh food, which was over the top, delicious and healthy, just the way I like it. Day 8, Kazakhstan. Wow, what a trip.